Yo boys, it is your boy ACR3. Here you go. Here's my face reveal. How do you think of me? Am I ugly? Am I ugly? I'm ugly. Right, boys. Excuse the hair, please. I'm just woken up from a nap. As you can tell, I'm not really the best at sort of speaking. I'm quite quiet. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning right now. So just don't judge the hair. Proper videos like this will come along later, like vlogs and stuff like that. So be out for that. But I just wanted to address the Romain Grosjean incident. My hair's absolutely awful. Jesus. Oh, well, anyway. So yeah, I just want to address the Romain Grosjean incident because you may have already seen it online. The crash, I mentioned it in my review. If you haven't watched that, check it out. It's just been up 5 hours ago, 6 hours ago. If you haven't watched it, please go check it out. I'd highly recommend it. Yeah, it was a big crash. Obviously, I watched it live, and I just saw the fireball, and you assume the worst in these things, and I thought maybe it was much worse than it was, but luckily for the halo, it was not. It was just, well, apparently meant to be just a bruised rib. I think it's maybe not even that. I think maybe just burns to his hands and ankle. I think it's just that, which is good. So thank God for our success in getting the safety for FF1 up since the days of Martin Donnelly, of Ayrton Senna, of Roland Ratzenberger, of Barrichello, of all these great drivers who have suffered fatal injuries and near fatal injuries. If it wasn't for that halo, and you've heard this probably before, if it wasn't for the halo, would have lost Romain Grosjean today. It's simple fact. The way his car plummeted through the barrier at a straight angle, the car literally split. It was awful. But it was just like, it was painful to see because Grosjean, he's got stick in the past for his antics and his attitude to be really competitive, and that ends up in crashes. You see Spain 2018, you see Spa 2012, which is the big one. But you have to respect him. You have to respect him, man. And the way he just got out with the car, the way he just got out after the crash, and he had burns. You could see when he was going like that. It's incredible to think that safety has come a long way from even the mid-2000s, since Senna's death. And I love Ayrton Senna to bits. He was my favorite. I'm not old enough to watch him drive personally, but I watched reviews of the 90s and 80s, and he was the driver I loved the most. And his death affected me, even though I didn't see it live and wasn't alive to see it happen. Ever since that day until 2015, when we had Bianchi die, we had no fatalities. And then Bianchi died, unfortunately, nearly a year after his incident in Japan. And then there was another few years until Hubert died, and that was the same thing. I literally thought when Grosjean crashed and we saw his car was split, I thought back to the Martin Donnelly days, the Hubert, when the Hubert's car cut in half thanks to Correa. Correa's car made Hubert split in half, and we thought that was the end of Grosjean. But thank you for the halo, thank you for all the marshals, thank you for the safety team in F1. I truly mean that to my heart. You've saved a driver's life today. A driver that hasn't really got the respect he deserves in the F1 world since he came in 2009. But it was just mad that I saw it. I personally thought it was someone else. I thought it was Norris because he was right near. And then I saw Norris through. I was like, wait, it's Grosjean then. It's Haz's. It was Haz. And when I first saw it, I was like, that's a mad incident. Just a mad incident. You don't want to see that in any F1. You don't want to see it in any sport. Like today in the Arsenal-Wolves game, you could hear the clash of heads between Jimenez and David Luiz. And that was really bad. But honestly, like, just that scary moment. There was Strolls in the race. I've mentioned this in my Bahrain GP review. Please leave I'm too tired to even think at the moment. I'm sorry about this. Yeah, please give that a watch if you haven't, because I'm going to do it every single week and every single time there's an F1 race on. If I haven't watched the race, I'll watch the highlights. I'll give you the best bits of the highlights. I watched that race today. I'm going to watch the race next week at the Bahrain Outer Circuit, which will be fun. Probably not a Lewis Hamilton win. You never know. But I hope to God nothing like this happened. I think Grosjean will miss out next week, which is so sad because he's nearing the end of his career. And just seeing that, like seeing him have a massive crash, like 2 races to go until the end of his career in F1. I thank you, God, for looking up. For me looking up for him and everyone looking up to him in the F1 world, for him to look down on Romain Grosjean and help him today. Beautiful. It's just beautiful. And all the teams came out with tweets and posts about him, and Grosjean's actually come out now and put a post out saying that he was okay with his arms, and he was okay, but he will not be able to race next week, which means we might see Hulkenberg in, we might see a Ferrari Junior in, depending on their F2 tests. Might see an F8 a Formula E driver in, again depending on the rounds and the tests there. So we'll have to see. But I'm so thankful that the F1 just like this. F1's come on leaps and bounds since the 90s again. I've always said this, everyone's mentioned it in the videos. WTF1, Tom Ode F1, all of those people who mentioned it have just been like not in the mood to talk about it, and they were just sure like hoping he was still alive. Luckily he is, but it's just mad. We don't want to see this in any sport, especially our sport that we call Formula 1. And everyone thinks, and there's still people out there who think that F1's just 20 drivers not doing much, just driving around in circles. Well, today was proved with Grosjean's massive, fiery little incident. Big incident. There was Stroll's flip over at turn 9, I believe. There's Perez's heartbreak with his engine. See, Hamilton won, obviously, with Verstappen and Albon. I'm so happy for Albon, you know. I'm so happy for him, because he deserves good results, because this year has been shit for him. But Albon deserved it. But anyway, Romain, if you're watching, and you're probably not watching a scummy little YouTuber like me, you're in my heart, mate. I hope you get better. I pray you get a quick recovery and take as much time as you want out. I just want to see you in an F1 car before you leave, because that today is not the way to bow out of an F1 race. Having a fiery crash, almost dying, that's not the way to go out. But anyway, guys, I'll let you go. I'm gonna go to bed. I think it's too late. I'm tired. Tomorrow I'll do a couple of videos if you want. Let me know in the comments below what topic you want to do. Maybe 3 reasons why, maybe another career mode, maybe a GTA session with my mates. You guys are in control. Let me know in the comments below what you want. I'll see you guys in a bit. Grosjean, my heart, mate. Hopefully you get better. And how's Perez and Hulkenberg not going to see either yet? Like, what the fuck is going on with F1? Whoever comes in, I respect. I love Leclerc. I love Norris. I love Russell. I love Alex Albon. They're the 4 main drivers I like because of the Twitch quartet. They're funny. But anyway, if I'm not for speaking like this to you. I will see you soon. Next week will be a Bahrain Outer Circuit review. During the week, I'll probably do 2 videos, one on GTA, one on F1, maybe the career mode, maybe the road to master rank. We'll never know until they come out, obviously. But please, if you're new to my channel, please share it around. Subscribe if you're new. Like, comment what you want me to talk about. And I hope you guys enjoy your day and your week and whatever, maybe a year if you watch this video and don't come back. Anyway guys, peace out.